Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is another edition of the Tacks podcast, episode 37. We are your hosts, Rick and Adam. I'm Rick. That's young Adam. We're coming back with another banger of an episode for you people today. Try to keep you entertained during all this quarantine horse shit. Hopefully you're all staying healthy and happy and what have you. And it's been a nice overcast day. I'm kind of waiting for this rain to come down and start washing away the sins of man, as it were.
Naturally.
But yeah, so before we get into the meat of the episode here, I wanted to go ahead and give a big old shout out to the guys over at Coast to Coast to Coast podcast. You guys should give them a listen if you dig what we do here at Tacks and you want to do some more casual listening. These guys are awesome to listen to. It's three childhood friends who are living on, like, I think one of them lives on the Atlantic coast, one lives on the Pacific coast, and then another one lives on the Pacific coast of Japan. And they just do a weekly podcast where they're just hanging out. It's just general talk. Pretty funny guys, and they keep it clean too. So it's one of those ones you can listen to at work and not feel like you have to hide behind your earbuds or whatever.
Is there another coast other than the Pacific coast of Japan?
I'm sure. I mean, it's an island, isn't it?
It's an island in the Pacific Ocean.
Okay, Mr. Fucking I'm awesome at geography. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
I mean, maybe the other side, there's like, it's the strait, China, or some kind of strait through the other way, but I mean, it's still all the Pacific.
How are you going to immediately make me regret calling you a master of geography?
I mean, well, no, I'm saying it's still the Pacific Ocean, but
the Pacific
maybe
Ocean.
I considered the Pacific Ocean. No, but it could be the left-hand side. If you're looking at it on a map, it could be like, this is the something sea, even though it's still in the Pacific Ocean.
Right. I know what you're saying, semantics.
But it's all the Pacific Ocean, so you probably shouldn't have said that.
Go fuck yourself. I'll say whatever I want to say. I'm just trying to give the boys a plug, man. I enjoyed their episodes. It's very rare that like I listen, like, because I mean, on occasion I get people like sending me their shows and stuff like that, and I'll listen and stuff like that, but it's very rare that I enjoy it. So I was happy when I found these guys because it's just like really laid back. It's really cool. You can tell that they grew up together. That's kind of cool. I like when you can tell the hosts are friends. Kind of like, our interactions with one another. I don't think we would get away with saying half the shit that we get away with saying to each other if we weren't, intimately deep into our friendship,
I forgot. We're still pretending. Okay.
Yeah. We got to make it sound good for the listener.
We're really good friends. Yeah.
It's like one of those old school radio beefs where like we walk into the studio, we don't acknowledge each other. Like intern Logan's kind of the kid of divorce. He's got to be the intermediary.
The Sam Roberts, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Little skinny twink Sam Roberts. It's very weird that he just never grew into a man's body.
Well, if he didn't take all that HGH when he was a kid.
Oh yeah,
he would have been like even tinier.
I forgot they talked about that like forever ago. But yeah, I forgot about that whole thing. You're right. He would be very tiny. I went to school with a couple of kids that had to take the growth hormones and shit like that. It's I don't know.
Growth.
Yeah. But I mean it worked. I mean half of them it worked, I guess. Like I knew a lot of kids that took it, which was weird. It's weird that parents I don't know. I feel like there's like too much. You have to have some badass insurance for that to be feasible. I feel like HGH is probably hard on the wallet.
Yeah,
wouldn't it be?
I wish I would have taken it when I was a kid. I'd be huge, dude.
You already are huge. You're a fucking tree, man. You don't need to be any more tall or uncomfortable looking.
No, that would have been cool, dude.
Why would that be cool? It'd be impossible to find clothing that fits you. You'd pay extra for everything. You'd be an inconvenience.
Pretty tough. It's pretty tough to find clothes, right?
Well, my point being is you are already a very inconvenient person to be around. So, like, if you were any taller, it would just be that much more frustrating.
I guess.
Actually,
maybe it would have been nice to have the access to all those things.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess, the option. Being able to have the option is actually probably a nice a nice kind of safety net. We all like a good safety net as human beings.
Right.
But I take back what I said about you not being fun to be around. We had an awesome day yesterday.
Yeah. Just weird.
It was a very weird day.
Like, we usually would hang out once a week at least,
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't hung out in like face to face. I mean, we talk all the time and stuff, but we haven't hung out face to face since I picked up the mic. In a parking lot.
Yeah, that like 5-minute interaction.
Which was like I would say it's over a month ago because we've been doing episodes.
Right? Yeah. I mean, and also we can't even really count that as a hangout because I was at work and I had to like immediately go back in because those fucking shaky alcoholics need their schnapps. Right.
Yeah. But this is the first time in multiple months then. I mean, if we're really talking about it, that we've actually got to kind of just hang out. We walk, it was nice. It was super nice. So we were walking around.
Yeah. Just some hardcore man-on-man interaction.
Yeah. Well,
until we were interrupted by the crack bitch.
Yeah. I don't know what's necessarily. Yeah.
So we've talked about this woman before on the show, and we've always referred to her as the crack lady from 7-Eleven. She's always hyper. She's always like sporadic. Her speech patterns all over the place. And so yesterday, Adam and I, we meet up to, basically I made a dispensary run. Adam and I got shit from the dispensary. We met back at my house, and then we went and got wings. And as we're waiting for these wings, like, this is another thing too. It was like an hour. It took like an hour for us to get our food. So Adam and I had no choice but to just kind of mill around the parking lot, and like we smoked some cigarettes in the alley. We took some cool pictures, which I'll post those later on. I'll probably post those tomorrow. I'm not putting too much on my plate. It's Saturday.
All right.
But so yeah, we got some cool pictures and we're just hanging out. We go to the gas station and I buy a pack of cigarettes and a bottle of water, and I use my card to pay, of course, because I'm not a fucking heathen. And we leave. We go to the liquor store I work at to hang out for a second, wait for our food, because the wing place is literally right next to where I work. So we're hanging out and everything, and Adam and I are in the back alley there smoking a cigarette, and the crack lady comes running into the liquor store in a panic, and she's talking to Martin behind the counter. She's like, "Hey, is that guy here? Like, his card didn't go through," and all this nonsense. So. And also earlier, I have to preface this by saying that when we first walked in there, I was already displeased with her because she goes, "Hey, if you grow your hair out anymore, I'm gonna start calling you Howard Stern." And I fucking yeah, they're ripping me off. But I hate Howard Stern. I don't like Howard Stern. I don't want to be associated with his image, and I get it. I have a very fluffy curly wig on at all times. But that right there was strike one. And then number two was like, I think she had to have fucked up something on that register for my card not to have gone through. Because like we checked on the spot and Daddy had money in that account. So Adam and I were forced to go on a walk with the crack lady from 7-Eleven and go back to the 7-Eleven and pay for the stupid cigarettes and water. Which
it was very weird.
Well, it pisses me off because I left the water at the liquor store. Me having to go back caused me to forget my water.
That's true.
And you know how I am with my heart about my hydration. I'm very serious.
Yeah, I keep my hydration's. I try to keep it pretty serious, I guess. Yeah, it was weird, dude, because we're out back. We had Martin, the lovely Martin.
Yeah, big shout out to Martin. Good man.
Don't want to dox him, but he was there. He was working there.
Yeah,
we're out back smoking a cigarette, and just like Martin's calling Rick's name, like, and
he had that smirk. He had that smirk because he knows I don't like interacting with that woman. Martin's hilarious. Martin's kind of like he's like a secret agent of being a smartass. Like he can really slide one under your radar,
He is, yeah. He's artful in that type of stuff. He's good.
We got to get him on here one day.
But all of a sudden, she comes out to the back. We're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, like why is she chasing us down?
What? Yeah, and then we go back through. We walk out. Like just trying not to. Yeah, I was trying to put just she would say something. I would say some just.
Adam was being such a fucking prick to this woman too. Every time she would say something, Adam would answer with some kind of insult. Adam is the king of throwing an insult in your face. And she was either being really nice about it or just straight up ignoring it.
Well, it wasn't like insults necessarily, but it was like just maybe, you might interpret it as a joke
Yeah.
or just interpret it as something.
We would, but somebody that's not aware of how like smart ass we are, and I mean, we're very pithy people. And then another thing that kind of made us laugh was like we were walking, we were almost to 7-Eleven, and we're walking by this beat down old SUV with these two very rough people, like just really rough looking people in the driver and passenger seat. And she's like, "Oh, I know them." And so naturally, I'm like, "Oh, from where?" And I think I made a comment. I was like, "I'm sure wherever you know them from, it's probably south of proper or whatever." But she was like, "They're a friend of Bill," I think she said, "a friend of Bill's," which means they're in AA. So right there, she doxed them. And if you know anything about Adam, Adam is not cool with people doxing other people.
What if this was it? I get that all the code AA people have to, oh, it's a friend of Bill's. What if it was actually a friend of Bill?
And Bill sold meth. That's the most likely of scenarios.
Yeah, I think that's more likely than, oh, she knows these people from AA.
Right. That's what I think. Because, I mean, dude, has any interaction with her ever been anything except for erratic and crazy? She's always on something, it seems like.
It's just a bizarre experience. She's very nice every time.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I guess we should actually make that known that she's always very personable and is always she always goes out of her way to like make conversation and try to be welcoming and shit. And like Adam and I interpret that as like a nuisance.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and it's always something. And yeah, even not only when we were in the store, dude.
Yeah,
there was some pretty heavy-handed jokes going on, exchange between you and I.
Right, but I mean, that's the thing is we keep them light because, as everyone knows,
we're stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out.
You heard it first here.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this: if you go into these stores, do not elbow drop the sanitizer dispenser that you would think is foam and or gel, because it's a diluted liquid that's it's not very viscous. It just squirts out all over the place. I was thinking it was a foam. We'd be like, it's elbow drop, and a bunch of foam comes out, and
right. Adam,
that was not the case. It was just the liquid just shoots all over the place.
So well, you didn't see what happened to me, man. Like the thing was like, so 7-Eleven has this community hand sanitizer dispenser, but what's weird about it is that there are a plethora of paper towels and shit scattered all around it. And it's like, why the fuck do you need paper towels for hand sanitizer? But then when you push the pump, like Adam said, basically what happened was 7-Eleven diluted their hand sanitizer with water to make it last longer. So it comes firing out like straight into your waistband with the trajectory of like a shower head. And so Adam got it all over his shirt and waistband, and it made it look like he had a bunch of pre-cum all over him. And
it was terrible.
And I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that like when it happened to me the first time, like I guess Adam didn't see like how fast it came out, but like I drenched my hands and my forearms in this hand sanitizer. And as I'm walking out, the crack lady, she yells out to me, she's like, "Enjoy your hands getting drunk." And I immediately kind of like got scared for a second because I was like, "Oh, what if I relapse?" And like just her saying that made me get paranoid enough to where I for a split second, I thought it might be possible for this hand sanitizer to absorb transdermally and make me relapse.
Yeah, I mean, it does absorb transdermally, but it doesn't go.
Right, it's not the same thing.
It has special chemicals where, that doesn't go into because you can put it on cuts. It's not going to make you drunk if you put it on cuts, right?
Yeah, well, I thought you weren't supposed to put hand sanitizer on cuts or open wounds.
You're probably right. I don't know. I use soap and no, that's not true because
Dr. Featherbeds over here.
No, because you get a first aid kit and stuff. There's going to be alcohol swabs or iodine swabs.
Right.
When you're cleaning that stuff out, here's the real thing. You want to use it once when it happens.
Right. Because otherwise it'll just dry it out and it's not a good scene.
Well, you don't want to keep applying that kind of stuff after the first cleaning of it.
Yeah.
Because then you're killing the good stuff that's like your body's immune response.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
going to the site. You want that, promote that. So you don't want to put stuff, you don't want to put like that kind of stuff on after the first, like,
But
cut that you get.
the thing about the first aid kit though is like it's not hand sanitizer. That's isopropyl alcohol. Hand sanitizer
Correct.
you can't put on an open wound because they put stuff like moisturizers and shit like that in there. That'll just
scented stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I guess that's probably something.
I don't use. I mean, you got to use soap and water when you get a bad cut, and then you put something like an iodine type or an isopropyl, and then you clean it up.
Just spit in a Brillo pad.
That could work technically. I mean, if your immune system's good enough.
That's all you need, dude. That's all I've ever used. Spit and Brillo pads.
Well, you got to wash everything out.
Yeah, I agree. But I guess before we get too deep into this fucking medical talk, dude, we need to.
It was warm out last night. It was nice when we were walking around.
Yeah, no, it was a very nice day. And today I'm actually digging it too because it's just super overcast and like it looks like it's about to just come down. And I would be so happy if it just started storming while we're doing this show.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking for a Stormy Daniels for sure, but I mean, it's just dark clouds.
Careful, dude. That wasn't very woke. You have to remember that.
We're stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out.
You almost broke your own rules there.
Maybe the true feminist calls out Stormy Daniels.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. I mean, it's all about freedom of choice.
I don't even know if it's true. I'm just trying to be edgy.
It's true.
So, yeah, I don't know.
That's still, I mean, dude, all right, right now, that sound drop, that takes first place over every sound drop we've ever had on this show.
It takes first place on first place. So what are you going to do?
All right, whatever. What I'm going to do is I'm going to segue into some motherfucking bad news. Good God.
Well, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Okay, give me the bad news.
What's the bad news?
They're dead.
This whole thing fucking sucks. I mean, this is the biggest pile of shit ever.
I dance like an idiot every time I play that song. I always use it as like a little excuse to just kind of get the wiggles out of me.
I like 85% of that song.
What part don't you like?
The very end. I don't know.
You don't like this fucking sucks?
No, that's good. I want to be able to put something else occasionally on the end of it.
Like what?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh wait, actually now that you mention it, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. And actually I'm gonna have a little surprise for next week. I'm gonna add a little something to it. That gave me I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm glad. I'm just saying, yeah. I mean,
no, I like that.
I like that drop, but I feel like occasionally we could add like an additional thing according to the seasonal what we're experiencing.
I got you. What's wrong with the news we got? It read pretty good. NBC, CNN.
It doesn't read pretty good.
Fox News, Reuters. But so this was so this was a weird one. This happened. This came out a few days ago. But the overall, like the actual name of the article is Denver Water just delivered a pitcher to my home. Why and what do I do with it? So it looks like water filter pitchers have started to arrive at Denver homes, and tens of thousands more families will receive them in coming months. Here's why and what residents should do with their new pitchers. Denver Water recently launched a 15-year plan to replace all lead service pipes connecting homes to water mains, estimating that up to 84,000 homes receive water through lead pipes. Over the next decade and a half, the utility plans to replace those services or the service lines one by one, but in the meantime, it will distribute water filters to more than 100,000 homes as a safety precaution. So this is kind of scary because that means that up until recently, all these people have been getting their water with like a certain level of lead in it, and it sounds like it was unbeknownst to the public.
Yeah, here's the thing. For sure, you're right. But with lead pipes, almost all big cities, especially over on the East Coast, still still have a lot of that stuff. I think this is I don't know like the slant of the government in Denver proper itself or in Colorado, but this could be more of a proactive approach. Meaning, look, we're gonna get all of the lead pipes out before it becomes a problem
Oh, I
compared to
gotcha.
their places. Because Denver, I mean, the city, they get their water tested, and that's public information. Actually,
Right.
they do it. So there's actually a rating of each city's water. I mean, well, I guess because we know someone who likes to talk about
Oh yeah. No,
the water in certain cities. But
that man champions this water. It's not even like a nod in its direction. It's look, asshole, if you're drinking anything else, it's piss compared to this. As you just hear the soft rush of the faucet turning on.
right.
But
yeah, but
my
yeah,
only concern with this whole thing isn't this it's good that they're being proactive about it. It's good that they're telling people and they are providing some mitigating implementation with these water filters, and it's at no cost to the individual. That's cool. But my concern isn't this kind of how Flint happened, like, replacing pipes and
No.
allowing certain things?
No, it's not how Flint happened. Flint happened because they didn't have an initiative to replace the actual pipes.
Okay, so it was a matter of doing nothing at all.
It was you were just sitting there doing nothing, and then they started testing the water, and it's like fucking nuts. You could go to Denver, test the water. I mean, you could do a test in the water. How much lead's in it?
Right.
And if there was like a Flint type of escalation,
Mhm.
well, someone would just test their water at their house, even and if it posted something equivalent to those levels, people would be bitching all over the place. But that's not the case. I think this is more proactive because I've drank water and I work in the city of Denver, and I've drank water from Denver.
You also drink liquid from the other side of a stall with a hole cut in the fucking divider. I wouldn't be worried about the water if I were you.
Rick, this is Corona era.
That's true. I guess I shouldn't be joking about that. It's not okay to be blowing strangers in a bathroom stall this day and age.
Yeah, you can't be promoting that kind of action.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to end up getting sued. Someone's like, oh, well, I mean, if the host of Brass Tacks is joking about blowing dudes in a stall, I guess I could do it too. Fucking, we got to be more responsible with our broadcasting. But I don't know.
I hear what you're saying. Look, I hear what you're saying. But I mean, you look at even New York City. Dude, New York City, what do you think? They don't have those kind of pipes?
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure it's an even...
Dude, you know how hard it is to improve infrastructure in that city, like for water lines and stuff?
Well, yeah, it's a boondoggle of fucking wires and pipes and all kinds of shit.
I mean, Denver's city infrastructure does not go as far back as Manhattan.
Right.
Right. So, and you got pipes from fucking the late 1800s potentially still down there. They don't even really know how much pipes.
Just producing a bunch of waterhead kids.
I'm perceiving this as a proactive stance.
No, you're right. You're right.
I maybe not. I could be wrong.
Well, I probably jumped the gun with I guess my tone did kind of vilify it at the beginning, but it's good that they're taking a proactive approach. I certainly don't think Colorado is the type of state that would ever let it get to a Flint level of a disaster. I don't think we experience that much corruption in our local government at all either.
Well, they wouldn't have an excuse. You go to Flint, Michigan, you go to anywhere in Michigan, you think the housing prices in Michigan come close to the housing prices in Colorado?
Right. Well, that's another factor right there, is that we're a way more affluent state. And
well, the state can afford to improve infrastructure at a way better rate than...
Well, shit, they can afford to send free Brita filters to everybody. So those don't come cheap.
Yeah, you didn't see that in Flint.
Yeah, fucking free Brita filters, my ass. Let's see what else we got going on in the world.
But I'll tell you about this with Denver Water.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say Denver Water, which is a entity. Where I live, and I live very far away from Denver, not super far.
What's the address?
Well, Denver Water is even up here. There is a dam. I'm probably doxing myself, but there's a dam very close to my house. and that dam is, and it's a beautiful, gorgeous
It's
reservoir.
okay. It's okay.
It's one of the biggest reservoirs around.
It's okay. I've seen it.
And it's in the mountains, so the water's like clean. It's all runoff. Fishing's great there.
I hope somebody actually
like that.
finds you. Just that small amount of information you gave out. I hope somebody actually finds you and shoots you in the chest when you're on the way to your car, like fucking talk radio.
No, well, that wouldn't happen.
Yes, it would. Dude, don't give me this whole like Born Identity shit. Adam thinks he's like this fucking sleeper agent, and that like no matter what the circumstance is, he's always going to be able to get a shot off on the assailant.
No, I'm not trying to be tested. I live in the middle of nowhere. Can I get to the point of the story where I'm not going to be assassinated tomorrow?
Sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But there's a dam. This is obviously, they're going to know, if you're listening to this, you're going to know where I live because of this. But they're extending the dam to it's going to be the largest dam in Colorado, or I think I don't know what the stats are, but it's going to be basically the biggest project in Colorado for this kind of stuff because it's in the middle of nowhere. But we got all these flyers and stuff. They're like, oh, do you want vehicles to travel at this or time, this time, this, like you have to check.
Oh,
it's going to be that they have to redo the whole road.
Yeah.
Coming up to this.
That's going to be a huge project.
Because it has to be rated for that tonnage that comes out. And it's still, the county I live in is actually suing them for water because of this.
Oh, shit.
Because of like the fact that this is going to cause some sort of like, no one will be able to go into that reservoir. Like this is a huge fishing.
Yeah, no, people
camping, hangout place.
Yeah, people just relax there.
And it's just, well, it's kind of a gem too. Like it's not like a lot of people go there, but you can go out there and sit out there. You can see the high peaks. You can see, like the huge mountains, snow capped even in the summertime.
Yeah, it really is beautiful.
Just sit out in the middle of the lake. I guess it's a reservoir. Technically, it's still as big as a lake, but like it's huge, man. And they're gonna just fuck this up. And there's already huge construction going on our road,
right?
So they can do all this shit. And I don't know.
It's just gonna disrupt the quiet kind of like this. I guess the sanctity of it all. Like,
well, I can't go fishing, dude. I can't go fishing. I can't get in my truck.
Well,
drive 5 minutes to go fishing in a gorgeous area, dude.
Like, but you never did that before.
Yeah, I did it all the time.
When did you ever go fishing? How am I just now first? This is the first I'm hearing of any fishing.
Are you kidding me?
When was the last time you went fishing? I don't remember you ever telling me about going fishing.
Last fall.
I know you said that like you wanted us to go fishing and shit like that, but I don't remember you.
I was like, yeah, we should go fishing, dude, because I go fishing over there. I have fishing. There's a fishing pole in my fucking truck, dude. You know that.
How am I supposed to know that? I'm not in your truck all the time. Plus, there's so much shit. I've never seen a fishing rod.
There's a tackle box and a fishing pole.
I thought that's where you kept your mask and your gloves and shit, you rapist. I didn't know that's where you kept your actual.
O.J. Simpson? No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, there's a tackle box and a fishing pole in my truck at all times.
Oh my God, you're one of those guys.
I keep that, and then you can just go there, dude.
Bad day of fishing still beats a good day of work, right, Adam?
No, it's just you just sit out there and fucking try to catch some fish, dude. But I'm gonna get a canoe this year. So
of course you are.
Yeah,
of course
you out in the middle.
You want to get the most inconvenient shit ever, dude. You want that fucking tip over canoe, and I know you too. You're gonna tip that shit over. You're a lumbering, uncomfortable man. You're gonna be out there fucking fishing for tadpoles or whatever you're doing. You're gonna sneeze in the wrong direction. That thing's gonna flip, and that's what's gonna send you overboard. You're gonna fucking shoot up everybody.
No, it's gonna be a canoe, dude.
You're a man on the edge.
Not one of those like single person little things, dude.
Why don't you just get like a fucking John boat or something like that so I can sit in there and not worry about tipping over because you can't control your limb, like your limb arms.
You're not allowed to have engine powered vehicle.
It doesn't have to have an engine. You can just get a John boat and some oars. Daddy's got pythons. I can row us for days, dude. You don't even know.
Are you referring to the John and no, never mind. What kind of boat is this?
What do you mean? What type of... Did I get lost in the joke?
No, you didn't get lost in the joke, but you missed it. No, it's not even you missed anything. It's there's a character in a certain
Yeah?
book.
Oh. Sorry, I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't.
A
I
gym
want
boat.
big
You were going to
dude.
say a gym boat.
Yes, I understand what I was going to say, but it was a parallel that I was trying to highlight. So
It was pretty
no,
good.
but
It's
what
not very woke, but it was pretty good.
no, but what I'm saying is like, it's you want something like a canoe. There's canoes that are pretty wide bodied. That
Whatever, dude. You're just out there trying to fucking make it look like you're half Native American. You just want in on all that gaming money.
No, but how do you not? What do you mean? How are you surprised I fish?
I'm surprised that you fish because, dog, you won't even get me a turkey gobble sound effect, and you live right next to a turkey. You really think I'm not going to assume that you're putting in the effort to go get bait and to go and fish and
I
go.
don't live next to a turkey. The turkey's on my property.
I know you live right next to it.
Yeah.
The turkey's your neighbor.
I don't really do a lot of bait fishing. I do more of lure fishing.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Like, I really don't know a lot about fishing at all. I enjoy doing it, but in terms of like knowing the different types, like I don't know what goes into fly fishing as opposed to like lure fishing or whatever the hell. Like I don't know the differences between.
Well, I don't fly fish. Fly fishing is an art. That's a whole different story.
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, every time I've ever seen video of it, it looks very like there's a very specific technique you have to get down in order to not get a hook in your eye.
But that's for you. Do that in rivers. You don't do that in lake structure.
Do you do it when you're chasing waterfalls?
No, you don't go chasing waterfalls.
That's true. Words to live by. I miss TLC. I miss groups. There's no groups anymore. You know what I mean? It's just like everybody wants that fucking solo fame.
No, there's not even really solo fame. Those solo fame, like most maybe of the solo famous are, the songs are being written by like
producers and shit.
Producers and stuff that are
Quincy, dude.
Quincy.
Yeah, Quincy Jones. He's a hit maker.
Oh, that is true.
But
he has tons of hits. He had tons. Yeah. He had,
Let's segue into this. Just happened, I think yesterday. But Justin Trudeau announces a ban on 1,500 types of assault-style firearms effective immediately. And this is following a mass shooting that went down in, I think that was, what was that, Toronto? Or wait, no, it was Nova Scotia, I believe.
Yeah.
But
it wasn't in Toronto.
But this is pretty intense. I mean, this is a big move for Canada. And it's weird because... I mean, it makes sense due to the timing and everything like that. But could you imagine if Trump's just overnight was like, all right, that's it, no more assault rifles, that's it, like the pandemonium that would break out?
It couldn't happen.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just so crazy.
Well, I mean, I say that. I mean, at the current state, and meaning that guy would never do that anyways.
Well, of course not, but I'm just saying, that's the equivalent of what happened over there.
Yes, you're exactly right, and that's Canada already had some pretty strict laws about it. Like they're nowhere near what we can get.
Right.
So this is just, which is crazy for them because they had some pretty strict fucking laws. I think that the gun that Canadian guy had was illegal, even as of how Canada works now.
Right. And I mean, that is true. That's something that you see. And that's
wrong,
well, that is typical of a lot of mass shooters. Like, I mean, you look at Columbine and stuff like that. Those guys had like improvised weapons, like weird, like Tech 9s that they made and shit like that. So, I mean, regardless of, the legality of whatever weapon you're using, people always find a way to cheat. There was another guy, I forgot what country this was in. This was not too long ago, but a guy had an improvised, like a, I forget what they call them, but like a slam shotgun. You know how you can make one out of like plumber's piping and shit?
Yeah.
he was using one of those to like just walk down the street and just fucking pump shotgun rounds into passerbys and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's out there.
It's just insane.
But I mean, Canada clamping down is like pretty crazy because they're already super, super strict.
But I guess, you know, I mean, it makes sense. If it's already really strict, then I'm sure it's easier to throw something like this by the citizen.
Right, but it should be a vote.
I agree.
By the people. If it's a democracy, the people need to vote on it.
Yeah, I completely agree.
If it passes, fine, so be it. But you can't just make a decree without going through the people.
And it sounds like he's being lauded for it. I mean, I've been looking around this morning and I haven't.
It's hard to really sift through the truth.
Well, what I'm saying is that like I go through Reddit and like just places where people can post opinions or like their take on shit like that, and I haven't seen anyone really like up in arms about this. But also, I don't really follow a whole lot of like weapon type subreddits. You know what I mean? I'm not really into the community like that.
I saw stuff on this a couple days ago.
Like people were pissed off.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
Highlighting it.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, as far as like what I've been able to find on the matter, people don't seem to really mind. And in all actuality, it seems like everyone's kind of like lauding Trudeau for this.
That's fine.
Which, hey, I mean, I guess if it works for your government, it works for your government. I mean, I'm sure their violent crime statistics are nowhere near ours.
I mean, I don't know. It depends on per capita type of stuff. But
true,
I mean,
yeah, population size has a lot to do with it.
Well, I mean, yeah, sheer numbers for sure. I would hope not. There's, 90% of their people live like within 100 miles of the American border. But
right. Dude, so another kind of a gem that's come out of a lot of this corona nonsense has been these cheesy fucking self-serving ads from different large companies. We've all seen them. They start out with a very somber but still heartfelt like melody on a piano. It's usually black and white, and then throughout the commercial, certain things like the music will start becoming more uplifting, and then certain images in the photography and in the video and stuff like that will start turning to color and shit like that. And then inevitably you see the "we're all in this together" pop up on the screen. So we've all been inundated with them, right?
Yeah.
So this one got me in particularly because it was just so sanctimonious, self-serving, fucking like, and it's from Budweiser. So I mean, we can expect this to begin with. But I know you listeners at home can't see the video, but you'll certainly hear it, and we'll be commenting on this as it goes through because there's a couple of things that just didn't sit right with me. But I'm gonna go ahead and start this bad boy up. That music.
This Bud's for the blues. The Reds.
So they did something that most of the commercials didn't do. They started with the color shots almost immediately. So like it's guys lifting pallets with like food relief and shit like that, and they are wearing Red Cross vests. And of course everything's black and white except for the Red Cross and the vests.
And the Warriors. This Bud's for the Magic.
Some bag lady.
The Athletics. The Giant.
That man's doing a Nazi salute. There's a
left-handed.
Yeah, he's doing it. This man in a soldier's outfit. He's wearing fatigues. He's in the middle of the street. It looks like he's trying to stop a car, but in reality, what it looks like is that he's doing a Nazi salute with his left hand.
Yeah, but it'd be the offhand. So
that's why I said the left hand. Jesus Christ, can't you just appreciate it for the funny image that it is? You fucking dying inside nobody.
If it was a right-handed one, I'd be like, yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh, God. All right. You're a boner.
And the Jazz.
Another fucking video of people playing music on their balcony.
The Braves.
There's a piece of shit Grubhub delivery driver right there. There's an image of a man wearing a surgical mask, carrying fucking fast food
like
delivery
Europe
bags.
or something, dude. That's in Europe or something.
I know it is, but I'm just saying, you know, I still have a grudge against this fucking Grubhub driver that snubbed me the other day. I ordered food to get to my job specifically so that I could grab it, go home because I was getting off early that day, and Adam and I planned to stream together. This fucking butthole Grubhub driver, and this guy kind of looks like him, he let my barbecue sauces bust open in my bag, so when I got home and I opened up my bag, all my barbecue sauces are busted up all over my fucking brisket and my fried okra. I almost shit, dude. I was so furious. I don't know. It's just seeing the image of this guy bringing food up a wheelchair ramp or whatever, and he's being lauded as a hero. It makes me want to beat him to death with a baseball bat.
Was the barbecue sauce was there enough to eat it, or?
I mean, there was so. One of the cups...
How bad was it?
It was really bad. 2 of them busted open. There was a third one that wasn't busted open, so I just used that one. But yeah, that was the only salvageable cup of barbecue sauce. And it was just basically like one of those little small dishes they give you blue cheese or ranch in when you get wings and shit like that. But
yeah, when you get blue cheese with wings, yeah.
When we get blue cheese with wings.
No. When everyone... when you get wings, you only get blue cheese. Yeah.
That doesn't sound very woke. You gotta be accepting of other people's tastes, man. You can't forget that.
We're stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out.
Don't betray your own words.
No, I'm just saying, a true feminist would only eat blue cheese.
That's a hell of a mandate.
Well, Joey Diaz.
And the Angels.
That man's being sexually assaulted by that nurse.
For the home team.
That was kind of funny. There was an image of a house in the middle of the night, and one of the lights in the house turn on, and all I can think of is all this domestic abuse shit that's going on during the coronavirus and this quarantine. It's like middle of the night, kids are sleeping, the lampshade, you see it flicker on from outside the house, and all of a sudden you just hear relentless slapping and pounding noises, and you just know that the woman across the street's having her ass handed to her.
Getting fucking pound town. We're stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out.
This season, we're all one team. You see that, Adam?
That's right.
We're shifting our sports investments to help our heroes on the front lines. This is the part that pisses me off, is that why can't you just put out an inspiring commercial to kind of say, hey, we're here, we're thinking of you, this is for you. At the very end, you got to fucking make it all about you again. You got to make it all about you and what you're doing with your money and shit.
Yeah, because they're kind of trying to be like, oh, well, people be like, wow, I'm buying Budweiser.
Yeah, I'm doing something. This commercial's for me.
They're shifting their sports investments.
And check this out. They go a step further. Watch this. We're using stadiums to host American Red Cross blood drives during the COVID-19 crisis. Okay, so you've taken an area that people congregate in that aren't supposed to be congregating in that area, and you're having them congregate while you take their blood.
Well, here's the thing: if you get COVID, which I believe I had it in early February.
Oh, here we go. Adam had the COVID.
Why would you need blood? Why would you need blood during that time?
Because we all know that the government is run by a cabal of day-walking vampires.
I'm just saying.
At least that's what I believe.
Well, Jesse does too.
That's true, but it's still not very woke because you have to remember that
we're stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out.
It's never gonna get old.
Fucking
I hate this commercial though so much. It's just so annoying. One team.
I can't remember the last time I had a Budweiser.
I don't either, man. Like
years, dude.
As I've said many times, I've never been a beer guy. Never been a beer guy.
Yeah, I guess I would agree. I mean, I've brought over beers. We've had beers before.
Yeah, you and I would drink like Coors Banquet, and like when I was back home, I drank a lot of Yingling because it's just a good, you can pace yourself with that beer. You're not like going crazy. Yeah. You're not chugging them like water, like a Bud Light or a Coors Light or something like that. But no, Daddy needed the hard stuff, or else he started shaking a bit.
that pow pow, dude.
Yeah, I needed that fire water. So I think that's enough. I think that's enough bad news for one day. So I think now what we should do is go ahead and get into Baloney Boys.
Baloney Boys.
Goddamn right, it's Baloney Boys coming back at you. And this week's Baloney Boy is none other than Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden. He has not been doing well for himself over the recent months, and it only seems like the heat in the kitchen's getting hotter as of late.
Oh, come on. He's doing great.
The dude's got the mental acuity of Rudy, and he's running for the highest office in American politics.
Rudy? You mean Corky?
No, Rudy, you know, the fucking special kid that made the catch? The retarded football player. Not radio.
He wasn't. I know you're talking about the guy that watched Notre Dame. He wasn't retarded. He was just small.
Oh, he's kind of retarded.
No. He's not.
And I can't say radio because obvious, it just doesn't work out.
I'm just saying that guy wasn't retarded.
I always assumed he was retarded, man.
No, he was just tiny of frame.
Well, I guess I earned myself one of these.
That's why it's like. That's why it's like Corky.
Yeah, that's my bad. No, I fucked that up. So Adam and I listened to this interview a little bit last night, and this was something that was done with I forget her name. It was done on
Mike. Is that Mika? No, is that Mika Brzezinski or whatever?
MSNBC. I forget her name. Yeah, I think you're right though.
I think it's Mika.
But she was not really just putting the screws to old Papa Joe?
I mean,
because what?
Yes. Yes.
Well, basically, what was going on?
As much as the mainstream, this sounds corny. The mainstream media would do. She didn't do enough, but she did enough as far as mainstream media.
Yeah, I think yes. Okay, in that respect, you're right. She did just enough to satisfy the generic fucking vanilla people watching it.
It was edgy because all of these news groups, they're definitely vying for Biden. That's what everyone wants.
Yeah, that's another interesting point.
The only Democratic nominee right now. Everyone dropped out. So
right. So there is an element of like kid gloves being used.
Well, right. You can see that in other interviews with other people. Like they basically babysit him. But I would say, yeah, good for her.
Yeah, she did keep circling back to the whole fact that Biden previously was quoted saying that, like, no matter what the claim and who it's against, every woman should be heard and should be believed until otherwise proven false. And it seems like he just kept obfuscating from the fact that, like, he didn't want to answer whether or not it still stood when it pertains to him. You know, because he kind of put his own foot in his mouth several times with the shit he said in the past. And actually, after we played this breakdown of this interview, I've got a couple of Joe Biden blooper reels and shit like that. Some of the quotes we've heard before, some may not be as common, but my God, the man's been making an ass of himself since like the early 2000s.
Yeah, but now he's just, mentally degenerative.
Right. And you can also tell, like, in his interviews, especially with the whole town hall thing he did on women's rights, like, what a pandering bag of shit that was to begin with. But to also have Hill Dog on and just this.
I was just about to say, Hill Dog pops in there and, like,
it was the worst. And
like this bastion of women's rights and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, dude, Tara Reid has a sexual assault allegation against you, dude. What are you doing? And we all remember that Tara Reid is the actress from the American Pie teen comedy series.
Spelled different.
No, dude, just go with it. It makes it that much more interesting when people think it's a fucking actress.
First of all, you left out her accolades in Sharknado, so.
Oh, true. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, she has to get that credit. Also, I have to give her stomach credit for looking just like lasagna. But
yeah, copyright, dude.
Well, I need to be careful because I have to remember that
we're stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out.
I almost fucked up. That wasn't woke of me to say. But let's go ahead and listen to this stupid interview.
He says in 1993, Mr. Vice President, that you pinned her against the wall and reached under her clothing and penetrated her with your fingers.
All right, Joe.
Would you please go on the record with the American people? Did you sexually assault Tara Reid?
No, it is not true. I'm saying unequivocally, it never happened. And it didn't. It never happened.
Are you confident there is nothing?
I'm confident there's nothing. No one ever brought it to the attention of me 27 years ago.
How would you remember?
Assertion at all? No one that I'm aware of.
What happened yesterday?
Well, another thing too is like when you can see clearly, look at his eyes, look at his line of sight. He's reading everything off of a teleprompter.
And dude, he's so old. He's like, these people are too old. Can we move on from people that are fucking super old?
Well, why does he?
I'm not saying just like get someone in their 50s or 60s.
Get Rick and Adam in office. Brass tacks 2020.
Fine, but I mean, look, can we get some people that are a little bit younger that are like,
Yeah,
their mental faculties? I mean, you're barely holding on to your mental faculties probably in that age group.
Well, the thing that kills me is like I can't vote for a guy that can't speak for himself, and I can't vote for a guy that looks like somebody put a fucking desk fan on high in front of him at all times. He always has his eyes squinted like he's either smelling something or trying to see something from very far away.
This wind's blowing in my face.
Yeah, I'm a toupee. That'd be awesome if that wispy fucking dandelion hair he had on top of his head was just like a stick-on toupee.
Yeah, that ain't no tube.
In my campaign at my Senate office at the time is aware of any such request.
Why do you think she's doing this?
I'm not going to question her motive. I'm not going to get into that at all. I don't know why she's saying this. I don't know why after 27 years all of a sudden this gets raised. I don't understand it. But I'm not going to go in and question her motive. I'm not going to attack her. She has a
blinking.
Oh yeah.
A lot, even in his like dementia state, he's blinking too frequently. That is a solid indicator, like as far as body language goes.
Yeah.
Of a fabrication.
You a fucking body language expert now?
No, I'm just saying potentially. It's not even. I could be completely wrong. That's an opinion.
You sure it's not just him seizing?
But when you blink that rapidly, it could be a cue of.
No, I agree 100%. All jokes aside, you're right. That's a surefire tell. And not only that, but the corners of his mouth changes when he keeps getting asked the same question and having to give the same response. His mouth does something differently than when he's just fucking talking like a normal person.
Well, you look at Mika, who's standing there, who asked the question, sitting there.
Yeah.
But ask the question. You look at her blink rate, which they're this is real time for them.
Yeah.
He has probably at least 2x or 4x more blinks than she does in the same time frame.
Yeah, you're right. You're very right. It's probably because he's fucking full of shit, dude. I mean, to think that these politicians aren't getting involved in like
well, I mean, no, obviously. I mean, he could be lying. Maybe he's not, maybe he is, but I mean, come on. There's a potential he did this.
I think that in all likelihood.
It's like, well, here's the real thing. This is the end of the Me Too movement. That's it.
If Biden gets elected?
Well, no. Not if Biden. No, because the Democrats aren't going after him.
Oh, yes. Okay, I see what you're saying. In a broader scope. Yeah, you're right.
The mantra was believe every woman. Well, there's Democrat pundits and everything out there. They're saying, oh, no, Nancy Pelosi. Believe Joe Biden.
Right.
Well, wait, I thought we're believing every woman. What happened here?
Nancy Pelosi pisses me off with her voice and just her cadence, but even though she's super old and stuff like that, I still kind of want to see those heavy boobas.
I don't.
I want to see what they look like. I'm curious.
Not interested in this.
Oh, shut up. If somebody was like, hey, here's a picture of Pelosi's boobs, you'd look at them.
Oh, well, okay. If someone's handing me a picture, fine.
That's what I'm
say,
saying.
Okay, let me see.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like I want to fucking do anything with this gross windbag. But then again, at the same time, I have to remember that
we're stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out.
But I'm glad I have that little sound
Thank
drop.
you.
It reminds me, I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you got me. You know how to keep a guy in line. And that's exactly how we're going to do it, by staying woke, But I still, part of me wants to see Nancy Pelosi's boobies. I'm not ashamed of that.
Right to say whatever she wants to say, but I have a right to say, look at the facts, check it out.
Why is it real for Dr. Ford, but not for Tara Reid?
Because the facts are, look, I'm not suggesting she had no right to come forward. And I'm not saying any woman, they should come forward. They should be heard. And then it should be investigated.
Are women to be believed unless it pertains to you?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
Look, women are to be believed, given the benefit of the doubt. If they come forward and say something that they said happened to them, they should start off with the presumption they're telling the truth. Then you have to look at the circumstances and the facts. And the facts in this case do not exist. They never happened.
The University of Delaware records, which have raised questions because they were supposed to be revealed to the public and then they were sealed for a longer period of time. Why not do it for both sets of records?
Oh, no.
That's the big one. That's the one that he keeps trying to obfuscate from, and that's eventually what's going to hang him.
Oh, no. Well, you just set it up and you just told everybody.
That's the thing. It's like, I mean, if he's wanting to be 100% transparent about this entire thing, but that one tiny detail
doesn't want to release those, ironically.
Right. And that's, I mean, obviously, that's what a guilty person would do. I mean, what other reason?
Of course.
What other reason would you have?
I tell you what. What if it's not just her?
Shit. Yeah, like if it's just a slew of complaints.
What if it's just a huge stack of just repeat stuff?
Oh man, old Dirty Joe is going 4 knuckles deep in all the interns and shit.
Yeah. We're stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out. Fucking A.
Because the material in the University of Delaware has no personnel files, but it does have a lot of confidential conversations that I had with the president about a particular issue, that I had with the heads of state of other places, that would not be something that would be revealed while I was in public office or while I was seeking public office. It just stands to reason, the best of my knowledge, no one else has done that either.
I'm just asking, why not do a search?
God.
He thought he had her there.
Oh shit. Yeah, those words.
There might be some classified information in those documents.
Dude, you got to give it to her, man. She's really putting the screws to him. In the nicest way possible.
Why not just release the stuff pertaining to that individual?
That's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, Joe.
Hit play. Sing it.
Well, the thing is fucking like the guy is a known creep. How many videos and pictures are there of him clearly making children uncomfortable? You think this dude's not going around fucking around like? And that's another thing too. What if in those complaints it's not grown women that were having the complaints or that were filing the complaints? Like, what if he was like caught doing other shit? Because we know he's creepy around kids.
Oh, nothing would surprise me, dude.
No, not at all. Not from these fucking politicians.
Nothing would surprise me.
Not at all.
After Epstein, nothing will surprise me.
I heard you were under the impression that he did not kill himself.
Certainly not. There is so much to that case. We should make a whole episode, a poster, everything, just to talking about that, because it gets so weird with people who are even that were involved in that, or even still
and Epstein
here today.
Yeah.
Like the people, Prince Andrew, Ghislaine Maxwell. Come on, these people are fucking nuts, dude.
Our very own president.
Why? No, he had very little affiliation, actually. Dude, look, I ain't no fucking.
Not if you look at the fucking conspiracy theorists.
No, I think it was-
Everyone's involved.
No, everyone maybe have contacted with him because I mean, well,
Well, how can't you? I mean, billionaires are gonna communicate with
thing.
billionaires.
No, Bill Gates, but even what's the dude in the wheelchair that was a scientist? Hawking.
Hawking, yeah. I think Hawking was getting his fucking dead dick sucked on Pedophile Island.
There's those connections to it, but it's hard to decipher like who was trying to fly over there and fuck kids and that. But
Right. I just think like an Epstein heavy episode, it would just be open and shut. It'd be like, hey, it's a Brass Tacks podcast, episode so-and-so, and today we're talking about Jeffrey Epstein.
He's dead.
All right, thanks for joining us for another episode of the Brass Tacks podcast. Just be done with it.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot to it that, but yeah, I hear you.
Let's finish out. We're almost done with the interview here. I want to hear if he says anything else that's buffoonish.
For Tara Reid's name in the University of Delaware records.
She said she filed a report. She has her employment records still.
He is staring that
She said she
teleprompter
filed
down.
a report with the only office that would have a report in the United States Senate at the time. If the report was ever filed, it was filed there. Period.
Yeah, see, that's just it's just too much. I mean, he's just trying to elude from that from going any deeper into that area. It sounds like that's where all the dirt is.
It appears that he has a mental, like, cognitive, degenerative issue.
I completely agree, and we're a little bit past the hour mark, so I guess we'll just do one of these Joe Biden compilations. Like, this one's kind of funny. This is a what they call a super cut. This was actually put together by MSNBC. Which this is kind of funny. I mean, like news outlets are literally putting together these like fucking troll videos on different politicians and shit. We've reached a new level of degeneracy in American politics. I feel like it's never been this crazy.
No, because technology, that's saturation of social media. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's better.
All right, let's get into this.
Barack Obama.
Oh yeah, that was the time he said this is a big fucking deal.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Senator, anything to report?
Successful dump. I dropped everything at the dump. It all worked out. And by the way, I got a second load, guys coming. Anybody wants to help me unload?
That Chuck Graham, state senator, is here. Chuck, stand up. Chuck, good to see you. Oh, God love you. What am I?
That one's really funny because when he was telling this guy in the crowd to stand up so everyone could see him, the guy's in a fucking wheelchair.
Yeah.
The guy can't fucking walk. Come on, Joe.
He kind of looks like Howard Dean right there from that angle too.
Oh, he does. Yeah, the backdrop and everything. I'll never forget that. What a beautiful moment in politics.
Hashtag never forget.
What am I talking about? I tell you what, you're making everybody else stand up, though, pal.
What an
Thank
asshole.
you very, very much. I tell you what, stand up for Chuck.
Oh,
My
now you gotta
mother
embarrass
believed and
him,
my
isn't it?
father believed that if I wanted to be president of the United States, I could be vice president. My mother and father believed.
Look, John's last-minute economic plan does nothing to tackle the number one job facing the middle class. And it happens to be, as Barack says, a three-letter word, jobs. J-O-B-S, jobs.
Joe, you want to admit?
What a doddering old fool this man is.
Yeah.
Just through the oath.
I can't believe this is the reality that we're living in. This is insane.
Yeah, you're not wrong, man. You're right. This is the sad part, but it was even before this. You know, that's how you get, certain people elected. You know, people say Trump's the problem. No, he is a symptom of a much greater problem.
That's the best way to put it.
He got elected because there is a large problem going on in American politics. You know, you don't get that person elected unless there is just it's just so broken down. so just garbage at this point.
Well, yeah, I mean, he got a lot of people in on his side when he was talking all this drain the swamp shit. People love metaphors, man. People really latch onto metaphors because they get this grandiose idea of what this guy is going to go out and actually do and accomplish. But they haven't realized yet. The American public has not realized that these candidates that they set out before you to choose from are all predetermined, and it's like they even block their own people from getting ahead if they don't fit the narrative of what like these assholes that control these political sides actually want to have done. And most of the time we're talking about corporate interest. You know, these are people that are being put in place for corporate interest at the end of the day.
That's the comedy of the whole thing. Okay, so the establishment Democrats, they're so much more edgy than the establishment Republicans. No, they're all working for companies. They're all trying to get those companies, better deals, contracts,
right,
or whatever, or
right,
tax breaks. They're not doing anything for America because they're just trying to run for another couple of years, get reelected.
That's the thing. Corporate money knows no nation. That's the problem.
Well, not only that, as a congressperson, even, you have free health care for life.
Yeah, which they need it too. Those fucking 200-year-olds.
Why do these millionaires have a free healthcare system? And we talk about, this Republican senator's fucking edgy, man. He's saying we don't need social. That's socialism. That's socialism.
Oh, that's another thing too. Just the labels.
He's getting free healthcare. That Republican edgy senator is getting free healthcare.
Well,
why you're not called that Republican senator out saying, well, but your healthcare is free.
Well, that right there is another major problem.
Why can't mine be free?
Well, that's the thing.
Why can't mine be free? Your fucking healthcare is free. Every one of your kids' healthcare is free. Your wife's healthcare is free. Well, we're paying for it actually.
Well,
Sorry.
We're
right. Paying the taxes, but American, fuck you. You fucking socialist. You want fucking free healthcare? That's what basically that senator was saying.
Right.
Any senator, not this,
I know what you're saying.
But that's the hypocrisy of it all.
Well,
they're all just
they're
all just working for government. Sorry.
No, you're good. It's just, but right there, there was another problem inside of the problem that you just laid out for us. It's the fact that if you do try to present any of these ideas, if you do try to get the people anything, we have all of these labels and these names that we can attach to you. That way, if you're seen in any public light, you have these labels that have been predetermined for you and your ideas, like a socialist or like something like that. You call someone a socialist immediately, you cut them off from the majority of the demographic that has any controlling factor in American politics. And that's a huge problem that we face as a nation in general, is just the fact that as soon as we label somebody something, it's your label for life, and you're always guilty no matter what. Whether or not you're proven innocent down the line doesn't matter. What matters is what happened to sensationalize you in the first place.
People like teams. People like being on a team.
Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, dude, you wear so many of them.
No, I'm just saying. Well, okay, yeah, sports teams.
You're the Bobo of Colorado sports.
That's probably true. But in the grand scheme of life, I don't have any fucking. I'm not trying to be on it.
Yeah, no, the only thing that people need to know about us.
Right. No one's right. None of them are right.
Right. The only thing that people need to know about us is the fact that
we're stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out.
And that's it.
Well,
but getting back to Joe Biden's funniest moments.
Am I doing this again?
For the
senior staff. All
yes.
right.
A number of cabinet members have already.
My memory is not as good as Justice Roberts, Chief Justice Roberts. Does anyone?
Your memory's not as good as a fucking corpse.
Have to. No, And thank you, Dr. Pepper, and thank you, Chancellor, Dr. Paper, and thank you, Chancellor.
What?
A man who will be the next president.
That's funny on two levels. Yeah, it's funny on two levels. First of all, the guy's like he fucks up and says Dr. Pepper, but the guy's name's Dr. Paper.
What if the actual name was Dr. Salt and he said Dr.
What?
Or what if his name was like last name was Salt? Or what if his last name was like Dr. Mountain Dew?
Oh, I get it. Salt, pepper. Okay. I'm fucking dumb as hell.
Pepper, Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper. I don't know. Go ahead.
It's not funny, but it's making me smile, dude.
No, it's funny because like he's so demented. I'm saying like the guy's last name's Dr. Like his last name's Dr. Salt. So it's like,
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper. Like he's so demented that he just thinks salt and pepper or like
He
Mountain
really
Dew
is
Dr.
just
Pepper.
a well-dressed pedophile up on a fucking public stage, just losing it in front of everybody.
A pedophile. Well, that's allegedly. Potentially,
Allegedly,
probably,
yes, I should say
probably
allegedly.
Not, probably
That's-
not. You know,
because that's libel.
Who knows?
The United States, Barack America.
Oh, what?
Taoiseach
Barack
knows a lot
America.
about it, but America.
Hold on, I'm gonna run that back because I want to hear that whole clip. Did he call Barack America?
A man who will be the next president of the United States, Barack America. But the Taoiseach knows a lot about it. His mom lived in Long Island for 10 years or so. God rest her soul. And although your mom's still alive as your dad passed.
Oh, way to go,
God bless
dude.
her soul.
What an ass.
I got to get this straight.
Now is the time to heed the timeless advice from Teddy Roosevelt. Speak softly and carry a big stick. End of quote. I promise you,
What?
the president has a big stick.
Oh, come on,
I
man.
promise you.
That's just too on the nose for that. Like, I mean, how is this guy even a viable candidate at this point?
Is he a cuckold too?
I don't know, man. I mean, maybe he happened to see it in the locker room one day. You know, maybe he remembered, you know, he's just making a generalization. He saw cornbreads and now he's just making these false assumptions that everyone in that particular political party has a long dick.
I'll tell you what, man. The Democrats fucked up. Tulsi Gabbard was the best candidate for the Democrats. She would have fucking won. And
You
they
think so?
fucked- They fucked. Tulsi Gabbard, hands down, could have taken the election. Smart. I don't know. I don't want to get into it, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't follow it too much to begin with. Like, I really don't know much about a lot of the people that were running. Like, it's more or less like I pop in every once in a while to see how everyone's doing. And of course, I mean, anytime there's sexual assault allegations, we gotta look into it. You know, it's our journalistic duty, and the fact that
We're stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out.
you know we got to do our due diligence on our end. But we're
Tulsi Gabbard.
yeah. Okay.
Look her up. I'm telling you, she was legit.
Why don't you get a petition going around, man? Have somebody sign it for you. Get her back.
Democrats ruined her.
Thank you guys for joining us for another installment of the Brass Tacks podcast. It's been beautiful. Hope you're all staying safe, healthy, and happy. You know, make sure you go and check us out on all of our social media accounts. Instagram is The Real Brass Tacks. Like our Facebook fan page, Brass Tacks Podcast. Follow our YouTube channel, all that good shit. And whatever smartphone you're on, why don't you scroll over to your podcast app. Make sure you search for Brass Tacks Podcast. Give us a subscribe. That helps us out a lot. And we actually just got some really nice weatherproof stickers delivered today. So if you would like a Brass Tacks weatherproof sticker, reach out on any of our social media accounts. You can reach out via email at therealbrasstacks@gmail.com. And also send any inquiries or any suggestions you might have for the show that way too. And I guess until next week, stay healthy and happy, and go fuck your mother.
Do we have a MySpace account as well? Or?
To my knowledge, we do not have a MySpace account.
All right. Well, I'll tell you this. I mean, there's no, stay away from everything ass related.